What I need is all I have. All I have is what I need. Embrace the journey. Quiet, endless searching. What I need is all I have. All I have is what I need. Embrace the journey. Quiet, endless searching. What I need is all I have. All I have is what I need. Embrace the journey. Quiet, endless searching. What I need is all I have. All I have is what I need. Embrace the journey. Quiet, endless searching. Quiet, endless searching. What I need is all I have. All I have is what I need. Embrace the journey. Quiet, endless searching. These words came to me one day as I stepped into the Caribbean Sea. I was in Jamaica, outside of Kingston, at a beautiful beach called Balmoral Beach, where I love to spend my time when I'm there. And I stepped into the water and I was feeling very heavy. I was thinking to myself, oh, God, it's intense on this planet. And where do we go from here? Everything feels messed up. Everyone's in pain. Everyone's suffering. We're not treating each other very fairly. We're not treating each other very nicely. This doesn't feel like a nice place to be, to summarize. And I stepped into the water and I was like, someone give me a sign. What do I need? Like, what more can I do? And I felt like I was in a time where I was really like searching and grasping and like doing all these things outside of myself to try to figure it out. And so when I heard these words, what I need is all I have is what I need, embrace the journey, quiet, endless searching, it was just a really sweet reminder I was flowing because the waves were kind of rocking me, and I was literally rocking and singing and flowing, and I was like, oh right, a lot of the stuff that I'm looking for is inside of me already, and it's waiting to be uncovered. So it's a nice reminder for myself to be rooted down and grounded in who I am, and not always reaching, grasping, that kind of energy. So that's that. Welcome to my home. My name is Desiree Dawson. I'm here in Vancouver on the unceded territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. And I've lived here for most of my life. I was born here. So my family is Canadian and American. My dad's side is in South Carolina. So I am always bouncing back and forth between here and there. And but this is where I've called home for a long time. And here in Canada, we have Canada Day coming up very soon. And so for me, you know, this day is strange. It's one that I don't necessarily enjoy supporting or I don't really celebrate Canada. What I do is I'm grateful for where I've been born, and I'm grateful for the fact that I've gotten to live here. But to celebrate Canada as a country feels quite wrong in many ways. Being from a country that was built off of the genocide of Indigenous people feels icky, to say the least. So I like to take this day, and every day, but to celebrate not what our country is now, but to educate and to really learn and to really grow, to really acknowledge what it's all about. And so I look forward to spending time really getting to know this land, because I've lived on it my whole life and still have a lot of learning to do, and learning how to best move forward so that those who are currently on this land, those who have been here before, those who are here way before me, are respected and heard and seen, and have rights to live their life happy, safe, with education, with clean water, and to not fear for their lives. So lots of learning going on over here, but I'm glad that you've joined me in my cozy little space here. This is where I do everything. This is kind of like my jam area, my creation area, my live stream zone. So thanks for joining. This song is called Without Your Love, and it's dedicated to you today. Because without you, without people supporting me in my life, in my music, but just as a human, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be very lonely, and I don't think I would do so well. Sounds aren't that sweet. How is your love taking hold of me? Without your love, where would I be? I know this will sound hard to believe, nothing up my sleeve. Oh, so maybe, baby, that's a lie. You know I wear my heart there, and I just can't deny. Without your love, it's hard to breathe. Without your love, sounds aren't as sweet. How is your love taking hold of me? Without your love, where would I be? 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 Without your love, I can hardly speak. When the words fall out, they always seem so weak. Future without you seems so bleak, so cold, so dark. Where would I be? Without your love, I can hardly speak. When the words fall out, they always seem so weak. Future without you seems so bleak, so cold, so dark. Where would I be? Without you in my life, nothing fits quite right. Things just aren't the same. And tell me who's to blame. Without you in my life, nothing fits quite right. Things just aren't the same. How does that song is from off my album, which is called Wild Heart. My album no longer exists on Spotify and on streaming services for some annoying reasons. But I'm re-releasing a live album of in July. So July 17th, I'll have a live album out. So you can hear that song and you can find it on all your favorite streaming services. For now, if you go, you can find me and on singing some other songs. But that one will be available pretty soon. This next song is called Hey Brother. And I wrote this song because I'm the eldest of 7. And I wrote this, I don't know how long ago, quite a long time ago. But it's a song that I still sing, and it still just feels so important to me. And I wrote this for my brothers and for my sisters, but in this moment I think I was really just sitting with the fact that my brothers have just, it's not been fair to watch my brothers as young Black men in the world having to fit into certain roles, having to fit to certain boxes, and just kind of really soaking up that the fact when you don't see yourself represented well as a child, when you see yourself represented as a villain or comedic relief or less than, that isn't just, oh, it's just a TV show. Like, that stuff is really embedded in the foundation of then who we then become. And for myself and my siblings who grew up in spaces where we weren't represented, like physical spaces, and then what we saw in the media was also not portraying us in a nice light, I just kind of felt a lot of grief around that for myself and for those who I love and those who I don't even know. Just of how unfair it is when you grow up in a world feeling like you shouldn't even be there, and when you're not, when it feels like your life isn't taken seriously or when your life isn't valued. So this song was to my brothers and to my sisters and to myself about listen when your heart speaks, be who you want to be, break down those boxes, and it's not a weakness to be emotional, sensitive, to tap into who you are and to say, and to have boundaries. It's not a weakness. And so I just kind of offer this song to anyone who has felt that feeling, and to anyone who didn't see themselves represented growing up and who feels like it's time to just step into to who we are unapologetically and without feeling shame and without feeling any unworthiness. So this is called Hey Brother, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it for you because sometimes I get carried away and talk a lot. Tell me, brother, can I feel your heart? Tell me, brother, can we start? People high up are planning many things. See the sun in your smile, so they try to clip your wings. Tell me, brother, can you apply to acknowledge your dreams? It's your turn to fly. Tell me, brother, can you apply to acknowledge your dreams? It's your turn to fly. Hey, my brother, why you let them help you kill each other? We should come together, embrace and color. We should come together, work through the struggle. Hey, my brother, can't you see they're pitting us against each other? We should come together, embrace and color. We should come together, work through the struggle. Caught up in the mind games, we live in a trap, forced to believe that there's no going back to a time when we were strong. Our hearts tell the stories, reaching through the pain and searching for glory. Rip open the wounds, unsever all the knots, undo all the ties that are serving you not. I see you, my brother, I hold you, my sis. Big up one another. Don't bask in the tricks that society's told us, always trying to mold us. Never light enough, but then so light that they can hold us. Hold us behind bars or bar up my mind. I'm speaking my truth, 'cause this is the time. Hey, my brother, why you let them help you kill each other? We should come together, embrace in color. We should come together, work through the struggle. Hey, my brother, can't you see they're pitting us against each other? We should come together, embrace in color. We should come together, work through the struggle. Listen when your heart speaks. It doesn't make you weak to listen when your heart speaks. It doesn't make you weak. Listen when your heart speaks. It doesn't make you weak, my brother. Listen when your heart speaks. It doesn't make you weak. Hey, my brother, you're beautiful, my brother, and you are strong. Keep pushing on. You do belong, my brother, and you are sweet, my brother, and you are soft, my brother. That makes you strong. Keep pushing on. You do belong, my brother. Hey, hey, my brother. Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for I don't know, being in this virtual space and creating this space and watching so that I have a reason to sing. I mean, I like to sing on my own time just for fun and just because it feels good, but sometimes I forget to, so it's important for me to be like asked and like drawn out of my own spaces to be like, oh yeah, sing. That makes you feel so good. This next song's called Unrequited, and it's a new song. I haven't actually released it yet. I wrote this when I was on tour in Germany a couple years ago, and I wasn't even particularly feeling like really sad or anything. I just had a moment of being like, wow, I'm so proud of us as humans. It's like we somehow just keep getting up out of bed and doing it, even when day after day we experience different levels of heartbreak and heartache, and we're grieving, and you know, life is beautiful, and I have so many beautiful experiences and joyful experiences, but in between those, it's heartbreak. So this was just a song dedicated to us being like, I'm proud of us. I'm proud that we keep opening up and staying open. Oops, I've fallen in love again. It's not disingenuous. I will love loud. I won't bow out. It's taking the same old turn. Don't ask if I'll ever learn. No, I won't question burn. 'Cause love has the sweetest return. Even if my love's unrequited and I'm walking home alone, even though I try hard to fight it, love is my favorite place to go. I'm standing in a field again, a field of my feels being genuine, running around with no shield to defend, open to it all, more curious than before. Even pain won't let me shut the door. What's life without strength to explore? Is there life without love? Is there life without heart? Even if my love's unrequited and I'm walking home alone, even try hard to fight it. Love is my favorite place to go. So keep opening up. Stay open, stay open, stay open, won't you? The scars and the bruises don't show that you're broken. Stay open, won't you? Keep opening up. Stay open, stay open, stay open, won't you? The scars and the bruises don't show that you're broken. Stay open, won't you? Keep opening up. Stay open, stay open, stay open, won't you? The scars and the bruises don't show that you're broken. Stay open, won't you? So I wanted to share with you a song that I wrote a couple days ago. So it's not quite perfected, but I have this little book. I bought this book from the dollar store because it's so cute, and it's been what I've been writing songs in, and it inspires me to want to write more. This song is called Angry, and it's about exploring anger. And I wrote it, I have a loop pedal here, so I'm going to be using that. Yeah, I was just having a very heavy day a couple days ago, just really sitting with the fact that I guess just being really, really overwhelmed and heartbroken with the amount of police brutality that has become so sadly normal. And I know this is a problem all over the world, and specifically I mostly been focusing in Canada and the US, and it's definitely a problem here. And just the disgusting numbers of Black, Indigenous, and people of color that are targeted by the police and that are murdered or just really treated unfairly. And so this is kind of really allowed me to tap into some anger that I've been pushing away. So this is called, I don't know, Guess What I'm Angry, something like that. Let me scream, let me scream, let me scream, let me look at you without a smile. Let me rage, let me smell every flower and play outside with my child. Let me laugh, let me cry the kind of tears that wake up the ghost inside. Let me be human, let me live, let me be human. And guess what, I'm angry. I'm 1,000 burning fires under the hot sun. Guess what, I'm mad now. This feeling isn't new, but healing has begun. Guess what, I'm angry. Guess what, I'm angry. And I've been mad, Guess what, I'm angry. Guess what, I'm angry. I'm angry now. Guess what, I'm angry. Guess what? Guess what? I'm angry. Oh, I'm angry now. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I'm angry. Oh, I'm angry now. Guess what? Guess oh, I'm angry, and I'm allowed to be. So let me be angry. Guess what? Let me be angry. And guess what? I'm angry. I'm 1,000 burning fires under the hot sun. Guess what? I'm mad now. This feeling isn't new, but healing has begun. Guess what? I'm angry. I'm 1,000 burning fires under the hot sun. Guess what? I'm mad now. And I've been mad. Guess what? I'm angry. Guess what? I'm angry. Can you let me be angry? Oh, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I'm angry. Oh, I'm angry now. Oh, I'm angry. Guess what? Why are you surprised that I'm angry now? Guess what? Guess what? That I'm angry. That I'm angry now. Guess what? That I'm guess what? That I'm angry now. Thanks. So that was just a little something. It's in progress, but I thought I'd share it anyways because it's kind of fun to share things that are in progress. And I realized I've spent a lot of time internalizing my anger until it just became a shameful thing that lived inside of me. Because there's not spaces to be angry, especially as a Black woman. And I think it's time that those spaces are just created. So I hope that all of us can find spaces where our anger is received well. And usually below the anger, there's grief, and below the anger, there's sadness. So having space to explore the anger and then also explore all the other things that are coming up in this intense time to be alive. So I guess my time is up here, but I just wanted to end off with a song to get us grounded again. Ooh. I'm doing my best. I'm doing enough. I'm doing my best. I'm doing enough. And I am here. And I am here. And I am here. And I am here. And I forgive myself. 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 forgiveness. Thank you for joining me today in my cozy little spot. I hope you have a beautiful, fulfilling time. Happy Pride. Hope you're out there in the streets speaking your truth and being who you are fully. And thank you Sofar for having me, because Sofar has been such a supportive part of my journey so far. And I've done lots of shows in Vancouver. I've played Sofar Atlanta. I've played Sofar New York. And I hope to just continue that and continue out into this community that has welcomed me with such open arms. So sending you lots of love. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Desiree Dawson. Happy Pride!